That's the way it is when you play.
That's good, that time we got that W on there.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
And the real problem is that we start playing all the triple A.
Evening, everybody.
So we got to play North Oconee and Squire Branch. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have to have another one, they said.
Another what?
High school. But, yeah. I know it's probably North Oconee was fighting that because they didn't want to give up any territory. Because it's now competition, because if they people moving into Oconee County, they want their kids to be where you go to North Oconee. That hurt Oconee bad.
How are you up?
Huh?
I like Bill School.
I hear you.
Jackson County's doing something I've never seen.
I know.
This Houston cluster that they're doing, it is
Yeah.
in October. It will be an elementary, middle, and high school
Yeah.
on the same site, bidding at the same, as one job.
Well, you know where Jackson County High School is, they got a middle school right beside it now. And it wouldn't surprise me that they ain't got the elementary school going in down there at some point, because they'll probably have to add it.
Where?
Where Jackson County High School is up there on the off of 85, I don't even know it's back. It's like a plot of land that they decided they're gonna build a complex and a stadium and all. And see, Jackson County, all of a sudden, they're gonna take the kids away from Jefferson and all that too, because they've seen it now. Jackson County's becoming really good in all the sports, because they got that brand new field house. They got a weight room. It looks like something that the, small colleges has got.
Well, what you need to do is take a day and go see Buford Stadium.
Oh, I know. I know, $62 million.
Crazy.
That is.
All right.
Some of that cluster bid, we did, well, we didn't have that many buildings and that big of facility, but when we put that fire station on Cleveland Road and the cooperative extension building out there, we did that under one contract.
So we'll call the Madison County Board of Commissioners public hearing to order, September 8, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. Public hearing on proposed 2026 budget.
Susan, you represent?
Just represent the public.
I'm
The
representing
people.
your side.
The people.
No, you can't. You in Hart County.
That's true, I can't.
Oh, well,
I can't do it.
okay. Unless we wanna argue with ourselves.
So we're not gonna do the, yeah, never mind. Do the resolution. We just need to change the date on it, that's all.
So if approved, we would actually do the vote next meeting.
If all goes well, we'll be able to do it on the 29th of September.
Okay.
Just a couple of unknowns, that's popped up recently. One popped up today. I may have saw the email if you've had time. If you haven't had time, our juvenile court prosecutor, will no longer be doing 2026. He will end his contract on December 31st, 2025. Which means I need to get in touch with Warren Caswell, or Warren Caswell will get in touch with me, who's a juvenile judge, and let us know how they plan to proceed. I think the email probably Judge Caswell probably did not get the email, because the email that I received came in at 10:24 last night, from Kevin McFarland. I did speak to Kevin earlier today, and, this is his reasoning for, not renewing the contract for 2026 had nothing to do with the 5 counties. It was more with DHS. So, that'll give a very short window for Judge Caswell to try to find his replacement. They've asked for a few names, if we would like to drop those to them for consideration. But I will say that Kevin McFarland has done a really good job for Madison County and for our school system, along with DFACS and everything else. And it's really going to be sad to lose him. But, so we won't know what that number looks like. We assume, and that's all we're doing, that salary will probably remain the same, because it just increased last year. But again, it could go up or down a few thousand. I wouldn't expect it to go much more than that, considering it is a division by 5 counties, sorry. So, with that being said, a couple of other things that's going to change is, in the original budget numbers you saw a 3% increase for the elected officials. That has been removed. There will be no elected officials supplements or COLAs for 2026 due to the state's freeze on COLAs. I was a little concerned about that. We put the number in the budget for everybody to see it, because knowing how the state works, if they open it back up next year, they're apt to double the number to make up for the year they lost. They've done that in the past. Wasn't it several years ago that I think they went 4 or 5 years without giving a COLA, and then all of a sudden they dropped to 17% COLA all in one lick, and that's a hard thing to make up in the budget. So we put that number in there for you guys to see it, but it looks like it's going to be withdrawn. And again, we don't know what the state's going to do at this time, so.
So all duly elected officials, what was the value of that? I mean, just collectively?
About 22.5.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. Medicare, Medicaid, insurance, all that, was that factored into that 22.5?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. But, we do have time, had we chose to go the supplement route versus, a 3% COLA. And what that would have taken would have been a document from Mike Hood. It would have been a special public hearing to the public saying that elected officials wanted to choose to give themselves a raise. No elected official I know of was willing to do that. They were completely fine without taking the raise. So, I think there's 2 that I haven't spoke to yet, but both of them do know that the COLA was restricted by the state. So, other than that, there's a few changes. I've let Christina and Susan to make those changes according to the emails back and forth from you guys. I've sort of stayed out of it. So if y'all have any questions or any particular line items that y'all want to discuss, now is the time. Anybody have any questions or concerns or even thoughts that we may need to look at? I will. I know there's a meeting coming up next week, or maybe it's this week, to meet about the potential of a jail expansion. This is not something that's nowhere near concrete. It's just a meeting to hear what others have done with their jail scenarios. But it's nothing more than that. We were made aware of it late last week. Some firm wants to come in and talk about it. So there's nothing at this time other than just talk. Won't affect the 2026 budget at all, probably not even the 27 budget at this time.
Susan, in my email, you were mentioning that you're still working on cleaning up some stuff, on lack of a better word, phrase, but
Some of the outside agencies for sure, and Christina and I have a meeting this week to see if we can get all that kind of worked out, and get the number more where it needs to be.
I would really hope by the 29th, I would hope that we have took advantage of these public hearings and the email chains back and forth, that you guys somewhere around on the 20th at the latest will get a final version that we can have a very simple vote on the 29th with no corrective action past that. Some of the changes that Susan's referring to, just so you know, Commissioner Foster, is like with the DA's office, what that's gonna look like if the board chooses to go a different route. We're trying to work those details out prior to putting it on the final. And that's what the meeting's gonna be about with these two.
Yeah.
I noticed in one of the emails today that was said, I think Susan actually said it, was about the budgets, about the unfunded mandates coming down from the state. And one of the comments was, that Susan had made was, she would hope that ACCG would stand behind and trying to get something done. And just to update the board, ACCG is doing it. That was on their policy committee from the north and the south. Both chose that to be a topic that the Capitol's got to look at this year. So every county's screaming about unfunded mandates. Still don't know what the library's going to do. I think it's going to be status quo. That's just my personal opinion. It's going to be up to us to decide which part of status quo we want to accept and put in the budget, but we got to have a hard number. We got to have those numbers quick. There's a lot of outliers. I mean, just a lot. We've got hit Friday last week with another $30,000 air conditioner. You know, we're going to have to. Hopefully they're about all brand new. We had about 40,000 budgeted for 2025. If I'm not correct, we're about 110 into this year. It's because they all bought at the same time.
Excuse me.
Yeah. We just put one. I was right on my check. We just put one in last week. It was the other one. Is it a requirement to go all the way to for 30 minutes? No. Okay. All right, well, we'll just stop then, and if there's no questions or comments from anybody here in the public tonight, while y'all have already gathered here, if you got any questions on the budget. If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the public hearing.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Commissioner Kirk, second by Commissioner May. Any other discussion, gentlemen? Commissioner Adams?
Yes.
Yes.
All
My
right.
apologies, I missed it, obviously.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just wrapped up the public hearing on the budget. It will not be adopted tonight. You'll soon find out when we open this back up at 6 o'clock. When I get to that line item tonight, I'll announce we're going to postpone it to September 29th. But we have 15 minutes before we start. Feel free to talk or whatever you want to do.
visit the fellowship.
Yeah.
About the weather, it's cooling off.
So much. And my blood pressure.
Yeah. There's bonding on my desk.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one through it.
You know,
That forgives.
oh, yeah.
Well, I think
we work good, but.
well, I'd already seen that 5:30. Good thing I looked at it. No, forgive me, excuse me, don't work.
We're going to talk to you, let him off, if she said.
No, but you can't leave early.
Yeah, I mean, the email, they gonna set the fire alarm at 5, so. Like, hey,
Yeah.
get out of here. I said, listen to that.
Guys, I had them every Tuesday. Then no matter their fucking own.
Really?
Every Tuesday.
Copy the charter that I did, with the most current, but maybe the meeting.
I don't have all that.
It'll be Wednesday or so.
I know we've got one, but we recently had one like a year or two ago.
I remember the discussion. We've seen it several times. I had a couple of things that look good. Continue to think like you would have to go to different doctors. It's got to be some medicine.
You need to hope, he don't, you need to hope you don't go to his doctor.
All my place, surgery. See if I can cut something else off.
Oh, Lord, at least you're upright.
Yeah, it's struggling with, Hey, steering committee was working through how to reorganize.
Y'all don't mind if you haven't signed in, please sign in.
How long it's been. I assume he is in. This one, not with the law, not with this one.
Yes,
Very
sir. And call the Jackson. All I know is, say yes, I just, you want to add somebody.
All of them died. Looks like that. I think some of them had to be in Jerry's district, and many quarters with. Kristen, how's the volleyball going?
Really good. Really good. She's moving around, playing different positions and stuff, which is good. Just don't have that versatility. It's a lot, they practice every day.
I know, that's like, yeah, it's like Roger.
Even on Fridays.
Yeah, because they play a lot of Madison.
Yeah. They have one tournament Saturday that they play Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
She participates like weight programs, so they do things on Wednesdays. She's like, well, I don't have time, I'm gonna shower and dress and go back, and she's like.
Oh, okay.
I tried to do all this stuff out.
It'd be a good 50 year, and then, difference.
Like travel volleyball?
High school.
She's legit.
Really well.
Yeah.
She made it this year.
Things will all be.
Yeah, it's maybe.
Amber and Lauren, Amber hysterical, and Lauren Coley, That's your last name?
Remember it's Paris.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm really sort of expecting that
You said so what? I actually thought he was probably.
That's one of these, I know, I'm in there, so.
Sit on this side.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you don't sit over here, so I don't need.
You doing, boy? I'm still alive. You doing all right? No, well. He's like, no, yeah.
Yeah, I know him too. In fact, he was in high school whenever I coached.
A lot of people, a lot of smaller,
Three schools. Commerce,
Today, playing out. Yeah. Can't put something better for kids on the backside, and then I'll end up doing.
You tell us all that in a minute. You tell us all that in a minute.
Well, you don't know where it really goes, it's kind of.
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay. Depending on how he presents it, I'll give you an opportunity. Anything you want to change, you can.
Yeah.
What are you doing, cutting out something?
Yeah, I'm selling my two houses in Allison, and I'm trying to keep 17-acre hatchet on. He's doing good, he,
Granddad?
two others. Yeah, my dad, and yesterday, Josie,
Granddad, too?
Yeah,
That's a heck of another big old pay attention.
Yeah.
Freeze right up when I got here. Oh, well, that was just
It's nice scratching those little lines.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've done that before, but actually,
You call for six, right?
today was communication coaching, tomorrow, these are my last two,
It's a little too rough going out there like that.
This is ACC.
I think he's
No, it's not wrong.
He sold his two cameras, all his keys. They're side by side, doors, everything. Nick plans on taking it out there.
Yeah.